guys, it's Bree, and we're doing things differently today. As you can see, I don't have a white wall behind me. I'm not talking about TV shows that I was part of the audience, and I'm not talking about gluten-free food. We're talking about this spin bike. I decided to jump on the bandwagon just like everybody else and do a knockoff version of the Peloton and compare it to what a Peloton would be. So this inspired me about the beginning of the year, well, a little bit before that. So when the pandemic first happened, there was discussions about, would we want a Peloton bike? And this was before like the wait for a Peloton bike was 4 or 5 months, because yeah, that's how long it is to try to get a Peloton bike, which is ridiculous. But anyways, so the wait was gonna be like a month and a half. It was gonna be over $2,000, and that was before the new bike got released. This was with like the old bike, okay? And then you had to pay extra for the classes, and the money started adding up, and it just didn't make sense, especially because we didn't know how long we were gonna be stuck at home for. So yeah, beginning of pandemic, we weren't sure, okay, no, we have to be going back to the gym soon, right? No, we're not gonna spend this money. Okay, well now we're in 2021 and we are still at home and don't really see a light at the end of the tunnel exactly. The conversation is starting to happen again. And then FabFitFunMom, I don't know why I'm blanking on her name. Anyways, her YouTube video came up, and first of all, she's an amazing woman. Fully enjoy her. I'm gonna have the video down in the description. She decided to buy this bike because she's an avid cyclist, like triathlete. She's a spin instructor, like she knows her bikes, and she wanted a indoor spin bike at home. So she got this one and she did a full review on it. She was on it, her husband was on it. I mean, they're spinning miles on this thing. He's throwing his weight around. This bike is not going anywhere. So then, okay, she gives it a great review. So, decide, okay, let's look up other people. Other people are saying, this is a great bike. Then there's other videos talking about, hey, I got a cheap bike and I made it look like a Peloton. They put their tablet, they put their TV, like what I ended up doing. So all of these people are deciding to go with cheaper bikes and make it a Peloton experience. Well, hello, that sounds fantastic. We're gonna spend not half the price, a quarter of the price for a Peloton, and I'm gonna have the experience. I'm sold. So I decided to go to Amazon, and I got this bike and the mat. Full disclosure, so I got the bike for $466.39. The mat was $29.67, a grand total of $496.09. It arrived in 2 days, free shipping, well, free because Prime member. So it got delivered in 2 days, and then it was time to set the bike up. The bike arrived, luckily, and this is where, if you're by yourself, you're gonna need some help. At least in my case, because I'm not the strongest person, I know that, but like, I can carry my weight, and especially like, I don't like asking for help when it comes to like building things. So like the determination is stronger than my actual muscle, so like I can get it done. I was able to get the bike from the porch into the basement. I opened up the box, I took all the pieces out, and then it came to getting this main frame, which, did I mention the box was 100 pounds? Okay, and it's a big box, and the weight was distributed like all on the bottom. So, the handles were separate, the suspension bar on the bottom was separate. So you had to assemble it, but like the main body where the wheel, all of this, one piece. So you had to get this body out of the box and onto these bars. And yeah, like the bars go like this, and you have to set the bike on top of it and then screw it. I tried and I tried and I tried to get this bike out of it and onto those bars, and I couldn't do it. So finally I was like, Mom, I need your help. So she came down, put it on the bars, and I was like, okay, I got this. And then, hello, yeah, you have to screw the bolts through it, and I didn't think about putting the bolts in first and then setting the bike on top. So then I wasn't gonna ask for help again. I had already had help. That was as far as I was going. I was determined to build this 99% by myself. So you should have seen me trying to get this bike up, the bolts in. I did it, and then I built the rest of the bike. Super easy. The hardest part is honestly just lifting this thing onto that bar, the 2 bars. The hardest thing, I swear. So it was built, and then I decided, okay, I am going to film myself for the next 30 days riding the bike, giving you my reviews, and then at the end, tell you guys, should you buy this? Should you not? Keep watching. It's gonna get a little interesting, okay? Yeah. All right, good morning. I'm going to be doing my first spin class on this bike. I decided to do one off of YouTube. It's a 20-minute rhythm cycling class, 90s pop ride, so hopefully this is good. I don't know if I've said before, but I haven't done a spin class in a long time. I mean, pre-pandemic, I loved going to spin classes, but since then, I've had no bike to ride, so no spin. So I'm excited, I'm scared. I know what it feels like when you haven't spun in forever. It's gonna be rough, but I'm excited to do this 30-day adventure. I mean, come on, I'm gonna be doing this more than 30 days, but to take you along all 30 days, let's go. I did it. I did my first 20-minute class. Honestly, if I wasn't YouTubing this, I think I would have stopped after like 10 minutes. I forgot how rough spin is. Like, I know, but my physical body did not remember. My heart and my lungs are screaming at me right now, but I did it. Okay, I feel so good after this one. This class was so much better. So I'm taking, let me give you her name. Okay, I'm sure I'm gonna be taking more classes of hers. I can't find her name because of course I exited it out and the history because I'm not logged into this YouTube. Anyhow, so I feel so good. This was a great class. So I took her yesterday, but I think I was letting the fear and the anxiety of working out and the dread control my mind yesterday when I took when I did my first spin class. So today I was just excited. I put on a cute outfit. I was ready to spin, and mentally going in, I was ready. And of course that affected how I spun, and it was great. I kept up with the class for like 90% of it, I would say. I mean, I was exhausted. Sure, were there moments where I was like, oh, if I could quit right now, I would. But I didn't. I stuck with it. I ended up, so I picked just a random video to begin with, and I hated it. I only spun to it for like 2 minutes, and then I quickly exited out, and the thumbnail grabbed me. This girl, it was TikTok music, and I'm obsessed with TikTok. And of course, all of the music was great. It was a good class. It was only 20 minutes, but I spun for 25 because the first class, I sat there for like 2 minutes, and then sitting through, I don't like sitting through the ads on YouTube when I'm trying to spin. That's the one negative. She had like 3 ads in the middle of her 20-minute class, but she needs to make money, so I'm not gonna hate on her for that. But yeah, oh, that was a great class. I'm pretty disappointed. I did 17 minutes, like 1.2 miles. In the middle of my ride, like the pedal just like started to click really loud, like every rotation. So then I stopped and I went on Google, and it said it could be a number of things. They said try like tightening the pedals, or it could be like something inside that's broken. It better not be something inside that's broken. But so I tightened the pedals and I went on and I started to spin again and it was fine. And then it like, I don't know if it was like, it kind of sounded like maybe like the pedal was loosening itself again, because then it started to like slowly make the clicking. So I retightened it and I just stopped the class because now I'm just annoyed. But 17 minutes, that's something. Yeah, I hope this isn't going to be a constant problem. It's time for another check-in. Today should be like day 7 or 8 on the bike. But as you saw in the last clip, the bike started making this clicking noise every time it would rotate. And I know I explained it before, but just to recap. So it would make a clicking noise and it was getting louder and louder as I was using it. So I did a quick troubleshoot on Google and it said it could be a numerous amount of things. One of the suggestions was to try to tighten the pedals. So I took the pedals off and I put them back on, tightened them, and I started to get back on it and it was quiet, and then the clicking started again. So I don't want to break the bike. It's $400 something, just got it. Luckily there's a year warranty. So that's where it brings me to where we're at right now. So we have the year warranty and I went to call them and I saw that their service hours were from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm on the Eastern Standard Time, so that's nighttime. Oh, sorry, I think I see a bug. Okay, so from 6 to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm on the East Coast, so that's evening when you would have to call them, and they're only open from like Sundays to Thursdays, something strange like that. So, Monday was Martin Luther King Day, and I was like, well, I don't know if they're an American brand, because then they also have a Japanese number, so I was like, well, maybe they're Japanese, but I was like, they're probably not gonna reach anybody. So I was like, I'll send an email to their customer service, just explaining, hey, just got this bike, this is what it's doing. I sent that on Monday or Tuesday, and I have not received anything back. So tonight I set an alarm so I remember and I'm going to call. So far, this is not looking good. All I want to do is spin. Hello, we're back in business. Oh, I'm so excited. So to fill you in, last time I checked up was like 4 days ago or so, and I was telling you that I was going to call the company at night because they had different hours compared to like other businesses, because I think they're in Japan. That's what I believe. That's where they're stationed out of. So they were open from like 6 to 11 o'clock. No, not 9 to 11 o'clock, their service hours at nighttime. So when I tell you, I was like, okay, I'm gonna call and we're gonna get this sorted out. I went to bed and as soon as I woke up the next morning, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't call. So I sent another email because I had already sent an email prior and I hadn't heard back. So I sent another email just being like, hey, this is my issue, haven't heard back yet. And literally that night, because they're working at nights and I'm emailing during the day, Hannah from the company emailed me and she was wonderful. Wow. So she sent me an email saying, so sorry about that. If I could just, have your name, where you bought this, order number, and a video or picture of the issue that you're experiencing. So I sent her a video and she emailed back the next night with an email that was probably like 2 pages long of all of these different things to troubleshoot. And she goes, and she sent pictures and videos, like it was very detailed. And she said, if none of these work, we will send you, you know, if you find that this works, we're gonna send you this item, you know, blah, blah, blah. She goes, and I also sent this to the factory so they can take a look to see if they can figure out what it is. It was very detailed. I mean, customer service, 10 out of 10. So I pulled up the troubleshoot and I started working on it. And like one of them was like, take the pedals off, put them back on, see if they're stripped. That was fine. And one of them was off of the pedal, like the arm. One of them was just try to loosen it. It might be too tight. So I loosened it a little. Hopefully I didn't loosen it too much, but I loosened it a little and I got back on the bike and the noise has gone away. So, and I rode it for like a couple of minutes to like make sure. And there's no clicking noise. So I think we are back in business. I think we are all set to spin. We're back for another day. Okay, today I have super exciting news. So my friend has a Peloton bike and last night she was like, I'm gonna add you as a rider so then you can take Peloton classes like through the app. So she added me and oh my gosh, girl, thank you so much because we're gonna be taking a Peloton class today. Now YouTube, it was good and I mean it was fine, but it's not Peloton. You know, YouTube, you have to sit through the ads, they'll interrupt you, and they don't post as consistent. Like just last night I was going through this website for the Peloton app and oh my gosh, they post new videos every single day. So my friend told me I need to take Cody Rigsby. So that's who I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna take a 20-minute class. I'll probably do like, this 20-minute 2000s ride might be good. I might do that. I'm not ready for HIIT yet. Oh my gosh, I haven't taken a HIIT class in over a year. My body is not ready. So we're gonna do that. Outfit check, all gray. I'm feeling gray. Got the Adidas. Let's go. I did it. Whew. Okay, let me sit down on my bum. That was a great class. Cody was fantastic. He was, I mean, it was 20 minutes, so I did the 20-minute 2000s ride. He kept up the beat, he played good music, he talked you like through the whole thing. He would talk about what you're supposed to be doing, but then he would like, you know, do casual talk, so it helped the time go by faster. So yeah, that 20 minutes flew by. It was good. It was really, really good. The only downside, and it's just because I don't have a Peloton bike, is because I don't have a Peloton bike, he would say like do 20, 30 resistance, and my resistance knob, which I'll show a picture, it doesn't have numbers. It's just kind of like 20 degrees, 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, etc. So when he's talking about like what's resistance, I'll look up like how much resistance a Peloton bike has, so then I can roughly know like what number it goes up to, so then I can do like quick math and go, okay, if he's talking about 20 resistance, that's only like spin it a third or something, you know what I mean? So that's my only complaint, is just because I don't have a Peloton bike. When he's talking about resistance, I don't know how hard I'm supposed to be going. That's my only complaint. But other than that, it was really good. It was really, really good. I'm excited. I can see why my friend was like, take Cody, you'll like him. Yeah. Also, before I forget, I wanted to mention that what's really nice about the Peloton app was during your workout, you have a bar on the top that's showing your progress. So it'll show like cool down or warm up, and then it'll be like 5 minutes, and then it's a bar, and you can see how much you've filled up of that. And then when you're in your actual workout, you can see, you know, 12 minutes left, cool down. And it also, if like he's playing a song, or he or she is playing a song, and you really like it, like when the song pops up and it starts to play, it shows what song it is. So yeah, those are just some like minor details that are part of the app that's really nice. Especially the clock, just because I like to know, okay, I'm halfway. Boom, I did it. You know what I mean? So just a little quick side note before I forgot. Yeah, okay, back to the video. Workout complete. It was a good workout, but this bike started making that noise again, and it wasn't until like the last 5 minutes where it just started making the clicks again. So I'm going to show you what part I had fixed, and I don't know if it's the same issue again. I mean, I don't, okay, let me just flip this around. Okay, so we're looking at the pedal, and it was underneath this. So you move this, and all I had to do was slightly loosen this bolt, and then it made the clicking stop. But I'm scared because I've already slightly loosened it, and it worked, but I don't want to keep loosening it. I don't know, but that's what stopped the clicking to begin with. So I don't know. Like, oh, yeah, there we go. Do I loosen it again? Ugh, I feel like that's a bad idea. Do I go through that list of troubleshooting that the lady had sent me and see if it's anything else? Is it a combination of things? I don't know. Why does this have to happen? We were doing so good. And I found that the clicking is louder, like the less resistance and the slower I went. I don't know, this is very frustrating. Ugh. And don't mind, I have zit and I don't know what I did there. I turn red easily, I don't know. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to keep loosening it for just to fall off and then it breaks something else. But I don't know. I guess I'll look at that list that she sent me and see if I can do other stuff and see if that helps. Because I've taken off the pedals and made sure that they weren't stripped, and they weren't. I'm not happy right now. All right, well, I'll check in with you guys. I guess I'll take a shower, look at it, pray that it magically goes away. Is that too much to ask for? I don't think so. All right. Hello. Yes, my hands are dirty. I am working on the bike. So I am going through all of the steps that Hannah had sent me previously, you know, the first time it started clicking, and now I'm rolling through the steps again because it's clicking again and it's very annoying. And don't mind the little acne sticker. It's a friend that won't go away. So first thing that I did was I checked, and so flip this around. So she said first to check that this little magnetic, I forget what she called this, to make sure that it wasn't loose. It's not loose, it's stable, so that's not causing the clicking noise. And like I said previously, I had taken this off and loosened this bolt the first time, but I've already loosened it once, so I am going to use that as the last resort because I don't want it to fall off. So what I'm doing right now is I've taken the pedal off, and I already did the right side, so I'm doing the left side right now, and checking to make sure that the thread is still there. It's not bald, there's no issues. It's dirty, but there's no issues. And I'm just going to be putting it back on, and then go to step 3, 4, whatever it is, and I'm praying that one of these things is gonna work. So yeah, just wanted to check you in. I didn't forget about you. Just trying to figure out What is going on? All right, I guess I fixed it for now. It was the pedals. I took them on and off maybe 2-3 times because later in the directions, I should have read all of them to begin with, like all of her steps, but one said, leave one pedal on, have one pedal off, and you know, spin the pedals and see if it makes a noise. And I did the right one first, where I took the right pedal off and I was spinning it without it, and it wasn't making any noise. So I was like, oh, it's the right pedal. And then I put the right pedal back on and I took the left pedal off and I was spinning it and it wasn't making any noise. So it was both pedals? I don't know. So they're both on now. And let's see. So both pedals are on, and it hurts to do it with your hand. And it's silent. That's just the sound of the little buckle hitting, but no clicking noise. I guess that means it's fixed for now. Another workout complete. This one I did Ally Love on Peloton. I really like her. I really like her. So, so far Ally and Cody are the people to do for Peloton. But Cody has COVID right now, so there's no new videos for him. So, I hope you get well, Cody. But yeah, Ally Love, I liked her. Guys, the bike started clicking again. So I'm gonna email Hannah from customer service because I know it's the pedals. Cause when did I fix the bike? Yesterday or the day before? I don't remember, all the days go together. And when I had taken off the one pedal and I would spin it, it wasn't making any noise. And when I would do the other, it wouldn't make any noise. So it has to be the pedals. So I know they'll send them out for free. This is annoying. Yeah, so I'll email her. I'll keep you guys updated. Let her know it's making the clicking noise again. Went through all of your steps that you told me to do to troubleshoot, did it, and I know it's the pedals. So can I please have some new pedals, please? So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Great workout. Broken pedals. Yeah. So you've seen my 30-day adventure. Spoiler alert, it's a little bit longer than 30 days because of all the issues that I've had with this bike. Now, granted, I need to throw this out there before I go over the pros and cons. The issues that I've had with this bike, aka the pedals, is standard for any spin bike. All spin bikes can have this issue, and possibly will have this issue, where the pedals are faulty. There's some type of mechanism that's faulty, and I'm not blaming the company at all, because when this was happening, I was on Google Schmoogler and I was trying to find, what the heck? Why is it making this loud clicking noise? What is going on? And Peloton had articles. There were so many spin bike companies, people who had different companies of spin bikes that have talked about, you know, clicking. If it's not the belt, it's the pedals, so on and so forth. So it is a common problem to have with the spin bike. So that's, yeah, my whole point is I'm not blaming this company because I know that this is an issue that any spin bike can have. So it just so happened that I had this issue while I was doing a 30-day review. Hey, it's an authentic review. We're actually talking about, oh, yeah, things can go wrong. And how is their customer service? And honestly, the JOROTO customer service is fantastic. Was it hard to get in contact with the company in the first hand? Yes, that was a little annoying. The fact that I had to reach out to them I forget how many emails. I think it was 2 emails, and I had called multiple times, and because of the different time zones, that didn't work out. So was that part of the step frustrating? Yes. But then once I got the help from them and I got their attention, amazing. Hannah from JOROTO was fantastic. The email that she sent me with all of the pictures and the videos to describe, okay, it could be this, this, and this, and this. A++, thank you. Great. And then once it started clicking again, I sent an email and I knew that night I was going to get a response. And sure enough, I got a response from them saying, please send another video just to make sure. Downside is that they are on a holiday right now, their factory, because their factory is in China, and there's a Chinese festival that's happening between February 7th and the 15th, and they're not at work at all. So the downside is I have to wait till they get back to the factory for them to check it out, send the pedals, and then we should be on our way smooth sailing. But that's just a timing thing because of a holiday. So I'm not gonna blame them. Enjoy your holiday, I get it. So it's just a matter of bad luck on my side that I got the faulty pedals. Then when it starts clicking again, I reach out to them and it's a long holiday. Again, not blaming them. It was just, timing and my luck, because I don't have good luck. That's what happened. So, getting that out of the way, let's roll into the pros and cons of this bike. Pros. It's so cheap compared to a Peloton bike. It's so cheap. The fact that I spent less than $500 for the bike and the mat, and I had practically the same experience is amazing. It was easy to build, other than it being 100 pounds and you just need to either be extra strong or you need an extra set of hands to lift it. Other than that, super easy assembly. Like great customer service. Like I said, the company has great customer service. It has the magnetic belt, just like a Peloton. It is so quiet. When I tell you, when that pedal isn't clicking, it sounds like a flywheel, like it's just like a whoosh. Very quiet. You could do it in front of a baby and a baby would continue to sleep. It only took 2 days to get here. Only 2 days. For Peloton, you have to wait months. Months. And because it was so easy to assemble, you didn't have to have somebody come into your house during the pandemic and get their cooties all over your house. Also another plus. And, and the seat is huge. Yes, will you be a little uncomfortable when you're first getting started spinning because all spin bikes hurt your bum? Yes. But compared to other spin bikes I've been on, this thing is the Cadillac of seats. Extremely comfortable, extremely wide. And last but not least, and I think what made my experience even better is because my friend put me on her Peloton app, so then I was taking all the Peloton classes. I'm taking all the Peloton classes. I'm on a cheap bike and I'm having the time of my life. Now, like I said in one of the videos, is because the resistance is different, the Peloton people, when they're go up to 40, 50, 60. You don't have that, but that's okay anyways, because when you're taking a class, are you really going up to 40, 50, and 60? Not always. You're just doing what feels good to you, what you can do. So in that case, I can look over it. Doesn't matter. Cons to this bike. It weighed 100 pounds. Yes, it was easy to build, but it weighed 100 pounds. But that's also a pro because it's sturdy and you don't have to worry about the bike falling apart on you as you're getting out of the saddle, spinning. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was heavy, but it's also a pro because this bike is not going anywhere. You can rock it back and forth and it is staying sturdy. Issue with the pedals. But like I said, that can happen to any bike. Does it stink that it happened and now I'm waiting? Yeah, but it can happen to any bike. Another con is because it doesn't come with a computer screen to track your things. It comes with, and I'll show you, it's a little digital thing that you can see your speed, your time, your calories, which the calories, I don't trust how many calories it's burning. I doubt it's right. Your distance. So it's just like, it's this big. So you're not getting like the full where you can plug it in through your watch. That would be nice if it was compatible with like your Apple Watch, Samsung, I don't know what other smartwatches there is, but the Apple Watch. So you can't like hook it up with that, so that's a con. But again, that doesn't bother me. But if that bothers you, that's a con. And, oh, and to that, you have to set up your own, you either have to have a tablet or put your phone on the resting area or set up a TV. I set up a TV, it was easy. We're in the basement. You can have it at full blast, spinning your little heart out, and anybody who's upstairs isn't gonna hear you. So that's nice. I think the pros outweigh the cons for this bike. I can see past the issues that I've had because I know that that can happen with any bike, and I fully enjoyed my experience using this bike. It got me excited to work out again. It's getting my heartbeat racing. It's super cold outside, so you need to be moving, you need to be doing something, and if you don't feel comfortable going to the gym and you want to have an at-home workout, I really do not think that this bike will steer you wrong. You may have an issue with the pedals, but okay, that's the other thing. My other YouTuber friends, all of their reviews, they had no issues with this bike. So I was the one in a million that did. And because I did it, maybe you won't. I don't know. I'm speculating, but I really do believe that this bike is worth your money. And if you do have issues with their bike, I know because the customer service has been great. When it comes to the different things that may go wrong with it, it's under warranty and they're gonna help you out. I believe the warranty is for 1 year. I believe. Might be a little bit longer, but I believe it's 1 year. So yeah, I really do believe that this bike is great. And I think if you know somebody who can put you on the Peloton app, which thanks girl, but if you can't and you can afford to have the Peloton classes to pay for the subscription, which I believe is like $34 a month. I know they do 2 free months and then you have to pay the subscription fee. If that's in your budget and you can do it, I strongly recommend. If you can't, YouTube has a bunch of different spin classes, and I know there's other apps out there that offer different spin classes. I know if you have Apple and you have their fitness app, the subscription, they have spin classes. So there's different ways to get classes. Or you can just blast some music and you just spin to your own little heart's desire. So there's lots of ways around it if you don't feel like you can get the Peloton app or you don't want the Peloton app. I think SoulCycle has an app. I don't know how much that is, but yeah. So there's different ways around it, but altogether, I think that this bike is great. I really do. I'm excited when I get new pedals because then I can start spinning again and I can start having fun again. But till then, I'll be sitting on my couch thinking of videos to make for you guys. Does that sound like a plan? All right. I love you guys for watching, and if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you have a spin bike and you've had any issues or you love your spin bike, please in the comment section let me know, and like always, please subscribe.